Hi, it's Hazel and welcome to my channel, Hazel and Aka Design. If you're joining me for the first time, welcome. If you are a repeat, if you've been a subscriber for a while or a repeat viewer, then welcome back. Some of you who are newer to my channel may not realize that I have a playlist called What's in My Bookcase. And that was a series of videos I did over several months. The videos were posted on Sunday mornings and kind of in what I thought was a pretty systematic way. I just began going through my bookcases, theme by theme, like birds, gardening, art, kind of a week at a time, showing you many titles. This video is a haul video, and in the past I've defined hauls as, you know, pretty broadly. So they could be Christmas gifts, birthday presents, you know, a freebie that somebody gave you, you know, whether someone was cleaning out their spot, their place, or maybe you got it in Happy Mail or whatever. So these three books are ones that I got for Christmas. Now, the reason it's taken me a while to get this done is because this one, The Scrapbook of Frankie Pratt by Caroline Preston, was delayed, and it didn't get shipped till the new year. Now, I must say that these first two books are ones that I became aware of through watching a video by Diane Hubert at Pretty Pink Cottage. And believe it or not, she got these two books as a gift, as Happy Mail, from one of her subscribers. The way I understand it, that subscriber found not one, but two of each of these books in a thrift store, gave Diane one set and kept one for herself. As you can see, this one is soft cover, this one is hardcover. Anyway, this was sort of late-ish December. Diane did this Happy Mail flip through, and I thought to myself, OMG, I must have those books. So I promptly added them to my Christmas list. Now, I don't know if I've told you this in the past, but I've been married a very long time. And, you know, I would get these gifts from my husband. You know, typically they were, you know, gold jewelry of some sort. And I'm thinking, okay, the man, his heart is in the right place. He's obviously spending some moolah to buy me something. But wouldn't it be nice if he were more aware of what my taste actually is? It seemed that every time he bought me earrings or something, it was a flower or a leaf configuration. And as lovely as that is, it isn't really me. So finally, I just told him. And I think that maybe that to some of you will seem harsh, but I think it's pretty practical too, because above all, I am a practical person. I would much rather get what I want than something I don't want. I would much rather avoid having to do returns or exchanges. I would much rather that I simplify the shopping process for whoever it is that's buying me a gift. So for years and years and years now, at Christmas, we make Christmas lists, and that's, you know, for kids and like grown kids, obviously. And, you know, it just, to me, it makes so much sense. And yes, there's always a surprise because somebody will pick something that they thought was really good or related, and that's wonderful as well. But I'll tell you, it is very nice to get what you truly want. So enough lead up to this. As you could see as I was flipping through, now this is the first book, that's the follow-up. Now I wish I didn't realize that this book was going to be soft cover. I guess, you know, and my daughter is sort of the personal shopper for my husband. I didn't realize it was going to be soft cover, but I honestly don't know if I would ever cut this up anyway. Now, I haven't read either one because I wanted to read the first one first, but the reviews say ingenious, a visual journey unlike any other novel out there right now. Now, apparently this woman collected antique scrapbooks since she was in high school, has worked as an archivist at the Peabody Essex Museum and Harvard University. So she obviously had a lot of the kind of stuff that we all love. You know, the vintage, the public domain kind of things. So anyway, if you have something coming up, like a birthday or Mother's Day or whatever, you might want to add these books to your list. Now, obviously, if I ever came across these, as Angela would say, in the wild, I would definitely pick them up because they are precious. They are they're what most of us love and live for. And what a huge score that was for whoever it was that found them. Oh, that was included. Okay, so that's these two. I've belabored this enough. But I mean, it's just, does this not almost look like what we create? Collage type pages, a journaling spot. Now, as Diane was flipping through her copies, I think even on this cover, she said, well, I have that. You know, because she has a lot of really cool ephemera. So anyway, The Scrapbook of Frankie Pratt and The War Bride Scrapbook by Caroline Preston. And then the other book that I got, and I found this when I was just in Canada we have Chapters Indigo. You know, two different, same company, two different lines of bookstores. And this one, I have my long ruler out here just to show you that it's 13 1/4 by 10 1/4. And this was actually in their clearance books area, which is one of my first go-to places. And it's just reproductions of all of these kinds of things that we love. Now, don't have your heart going pitter-patter thinking, oh, they got a deal. It was still $25. But, hey, it was a gift. So I was happy to receive it, knowing that it is going to bring me pleasure for a long, long time. You know, because this is like visual candy. And no calories. Anyway. Beautiful. Okay. Enough gushing about that. The rest of this is, these are all used books. And I will bring them in sort of one, but I don't need this long ruler anymore, I don't think. I'll bring them in one by one, and I will, like Kim Newberg, I will save the best for last. So hang in there. I think this might be my first little golden book that is kind of this smaller format, 6 by 5.5. It was Kevin's book, and this one is 1983, and it's called Over in the Meadow. So you just know there's going to be cuteness in here. Oh, price tag? I mean, a receipt. So yeah, cute, cute, cute. I did, because I've been a sucker for teeny weeny things, the other day when I was cleaning up a bit here in the studio, I found those teeny tiny little golden books, you know, that are about, I don't know, 2 inches by 3 inches or something like that. I bought those when my son was or I think when my son was a boy, so they are vintage in themselves. Oh, this is an Alberta. I didn't realize that this woman, well, it says Catamount, Alberta, so that's a place near the foothills of the Rockies. Okay, sketches throughout this book were sketched by cowboy artist Johnny Hodges, works in inks, oil, blah, blah, blah. The Cowboy and His Lady Publishing. That's cool. Anyway, so this one is called Country Is. Oh, by Jean and Johnny. Looks like it's 1983. Printed in Hinton. Okay, so you can see that it's quotes, recipes, illustrations, and you know, it's no Edith Holden, but the concept is the same: hand lettering and illustrations, and it's sort of that cowboy. Oh, okay. The greatest pleasure in life is to do a good turn in secret and have it discovered by accident. So this obviously was just stapled, I'm sure. Yeah, so it would be easy enough to take this apart, 8.5 by 5.5, go figure, and just use these as signature pages. So I was happy about that. This one is called In and Out of the Garden by Sarah Midda. 8.25 by 6.25. It's got a dust jacket. Oh, it's got a lovely little fabric cover. It's in mint condition. It doesn't look like it's hardly been opened. 1981. Cute little end paper design. And, okay, what is this saying? Boy, that's hard to read. Anyway, we don't need to know that. So, I don't know whether you can see bay leaf, basil, mint, hyssop. So again, are these things not the coolest? And in a case like this, a person could fussy cut and use them as ephemera. I didn't read the, the jacket. This book is an exquisite potpourri of garden lore painted in minute jewel-like detail. Here are summer days of raspberry picking, swarms of bees laden with pollen, peas ripe for potting, herbs for flavoring. Every page, including the text, has been hand-painted. It is beautiful to look at and a delight to read. Dip into it for recipes, poems, proverbs, and garden thoughts. Well, this, they're saying it was even the text was painted. Well, I'll tell you, it's not very easy to read in some cases. But again, this isn't a book to read. It's a book to slurp up and savor. Ay. Anyway, sewn signatures. Yes, it appears to have sewn signatures. So right here. It too could be taken apart. These images are very tiny. So when they say minute, Beautiful. I didn't realize how gorgeous this book was. It was one of those that, you know, you sort of grab it, put it in your car, do a quick flip through in the store, and you think, yeah, that's going to be good, but you don't realize it till you actually sit down with it and page through it one by one. I like this book, Campbell's Classic Recipes. Look at those fleur-de-lis, 9 inches by 7 1/4. The reason I like it is because I thought, don't think those are so, maybe. Let's see what the year is on this. And of course, see an image like that and you think, oh, this is going to be good. It's not that old though, 2001. But again, images to fussy cut. Cute little Campbell kid. Let me just try to see if this is, I think it might be glued. Anyway, clearly this would make a great journal cover because the hole is already there, and whatever you put on that inside page would kind of set the tone for your whole book. So, oh, someone put a leaflet in there. So again, lovely, lovely, lovely. And again, it's easy for me to cut up these kinds of books because I'm no cook. I'm not going to get sidetracked looking at recipes because I don't care. 10 by 8. These hands. Book by Dave Gunning, illustrations by Megan Smith. A book to inspire both young and old to use their hands to make good in this world. Now, if you are at all artistic and have ever tried drawing a hand, you know, your own or someone else's, you know that they're not that easy to do. So I thought, well, hey, oh, and poppies. See, again, I didn't look at this page by page. Nice large font if I want to, you know, cherry pick some of those words to use as sentiments. So we can see that you know, there's a thought running through this. Some hands have held the world together. Some have fought in wars forever. What shall I do with these hands of mine? And I think this is kind of poignant in that we, in addition to other skills and senses and talents, are basically using our hands to create things. Doesn't that look like Mother Teresa's hands? This is a firefighter, somebody doing CPR, a mother. Hands of different colors. Music, art. Oh, no, that's a ballot. Somebody marking a ballot. Look at this. Those little tiny hands that we've all encountered in our lives. Oh. Oh, these are some lyrics that this guy has. Oh, George Canyon. An Alberta country music singer. Currently resides with his family in Alberta, Canada. Megan Smith, accomplished musician. Dave Gunning is a... Anyway, this is cool. Okay. Cool Woods, A Trip Around the World's Boreal Forest. Jane Drake and Anne Love, art by Andrew Kiss. Same cover design as the book jacket. Oh, these are sisters. And this guy, self-taught painter, blah, blah, blah. So this book is, the pages are fairly glossy. Not bad though. So black and white sketches, watercolor. So clearly an environmental, ecological kind of focus. Logging. Let me see, who are these girls? They live in Toronto, but travel extensively to the world's wild places. And unfortunately, there are fewer and fewer of those in the world. But just look at the richness of these illustrations. It's almost like a Where's Waldo. Do you see the birds? Do you see the chipmunk? Do you see the, now is that a fox or a coyote? So, again, just one of those beautiful books that, you know, a person will savor for a while and then part with. I still fairly new, so I guess I'm going to keep repeating it for a while. I have a coffee shop now, and also have an Etsy shop and a page or listings on the Maker's Market. And I list those, the how-to of finding those in every video description box. So I think that I'm going to be, you know, on a test basis or a trial basis, listing some books that I have decided I can part with, because I know that sometimes what I can find may not be what you can find. And if there's a response, then, you know, it's something I would continue doing. If there isn't, then I guess I just have to live to 140 so I can use all of this stuff myself. But again, beautiful. Okay. Oh, by the way, if you ever need to reach out to me for any reason, please do so through my email address, which is listed also in the description box. That's a more, well, private, for one thing, way to communicate. I have several, 10 by 8, several of these type of pictorial dictionaries. And I've begun fussy cutting some of them because, of course, the illustrations are what make this special. So these things that are in boxes could obviously become journaling cards. Some of the other dictionaries I have more like larger or perhaps just black and white illustrations. But again, these, I think this is worth, especially if you're just starting out and need some images, kind of a variety of images all in one neat package. This might be something to keep your eyes peeled for in the thrift stores, whatever. Carol, look, one of your buddies. I think in a recent Happy Mail, sent her every single page I have, other than something like this with one little lonely bat, because she understands them, she loves them, she appreciates them, and I'm thinking, ew. So, anyway, definitely worth adding to your repertoire. Okay, this, I sprung 25 cents for this. It is nearly 12 inches by 8 1/4. And it is, okay, cross-stitch card shop. So again, for 25 cents, look at the wealth of images in here. Maybe I want some fancy dancy ladies or some teapots. For the time it will take me to fussy cut, I've got them for virtually no actual dollar cost. These little charts of patterns make great, here's some winter themed ones, make great additions to masterboards. Or they could be like this, especially 4 by 5, would make great journaling cards or tuck spots or whatever in a journal. Here they've been made up into projects, so that's a different look, same image. So I won't belabor this. Oh, this is for the wine, or I guess not necessarily wine. Okay, drinking cards, raise a glass. Shaken, not stirred. Party, party. Astro stitch. Okay, I'm a Pisces. Do we have Pisces here? No. Okay, do they... Oh, they probably just did the ones that were part of this particular issue. So here's some Christmas ones. Again, really cute. Now, back in the day, I would have thought, well, unless I intend to stitch it, that would be a waste of time. But no. Perfect for, I didn't realize, again, I didn't flip through the whole thing. Look at these cute animal ones with Christmas trees. Anyway, 25 cents, baby. Now, this is what I would call kind of a reference book. Photocraft source book, projects and idea for making photos fun. So I started flipping through this last night as I was going to bed, and I will be marking projects that I think I can adapt to junk journaling, or ones that will lend themselves to videos. This one is called Mixed Media Workshop, almost 12 by 8 3/4. So again, same sort of thing. What ideas can I cull from here that would be great to bring to you in a video? Accordion book. I love accordion books or concertinas. So this too is one of those things when a person, maybe can't muster up any more energy to actually craft, it's a good way to, prime the well with some new ideas, some new visuals. Much like Julia Cameron says, it's almost as good as an artist date where you are recharging your batteries. This one is kind of unusual. Movie production and budget form. So this is 12 by 8 7/8. So it is kind of old, I think, 85. And look at, it's just basically forms and workshop, no, why did I say that? It's basically form. So stunt breakdown form. Oh, and they're perforated. That will make it so easy to rip some of these out and use as signature pages or put them together in an ephemera bundle. Because pages like this, like I don't know about you. I didn't know this book existed. And it's one of those things. You see what is out there and you then make the leap to, can I use this for something other than which it was intended? Fringe benefits and payroll taxes, transportation. Like, if obviously this would have been great for a filmmaker in the 80s. Maybe it still has value for that purpose, but all I could see was form after form after form. Extra talent, extra casting fees, dancers, swimmers, sideline musicians, rehearsal expenses, supporting players, a budget for that beautiful project. Okay, 2 more and then the finale. Okay, Botany for the Artist, an inspirational guide to drawing plants by Sarah Simblett. Almost, well, 11 3/4 by 9 3/4. Dust Jacket, same book. Beautiful end papers. I would say that's glued in. Oh, regular price in Canada was $45. Okay, so what have we got? A Mediterranean milk thistle. Is this where the copyright is at the back? Nope, just acknowledgements. You know how I love an index page. Okay, so we've got some black and white drawings. Now, I know you probably can't see all of this, so I'll either try to move it around or you'll have to use your very vivid imagination. So, germination. Can you not see this becoming part of either a signature page or being broken down further? Like, is that a pine cone or is that a pine cone? Being broken down and used in a masterboard. Pineapple with cockroaches. Look at this pomegranate. A watermelon. Yellow-throated warbler, pine warbler, red maple. I love these little whirly jigs, thingamajigs. We have a maple tree, and I think maybe you've seen me use some of those little things. If you get them at the right time, they're kind of a pinky green color, which is just beautiful. If you miss the train, they end up turning more brown and become more brittle. That's a type of protea, if I'm not mistaken. Maybe not. Banksia in flower. Bowl of broad beans. Anyway, I won't make you look at every page, but it is gorgeous. Is that an allium? Globe thistle. This book is beautiful. Again, I didn't flip through the whole thing, just enough to know, okay, illustrations. Like, these would be so easy to fussy cut. They're so, yeah, I mean, the shapes are so simple. Look at that on black. A hyacinth. Oh my God, when you have one of those, when you know, they're called forced bulbs. So when, about now, they're in the stores so that you can have a bit of color and an intoxicating scent in your house when the world is still covered in snow. Fiddly fern. Oh, bonus. I'll have to take these out and add them to my leaves. Let me take that out right now. Gift with purchase. Bark. Oh, love it. Poppy. It's too bad poppies are so fragile. You cannot enjoy them other than in there where they grow. The petals fall off so easily. The stems are kind of weak, so you could never have a cut vase of poppies. Roots. Never seen roots like that. Anyway. Fungi. This is beautiful. You can tell that this is out of some vintage. 1792. Pencil and ink on paper. Botany for the artist. Okay, second last book. 12, let's say 12 by 10, almost 10 and a half. The Golden Book of Prayers for Boys and Girls, selected by Esther Wilkin, illustrated by Eloise Wilkin. And it is considered a golden book. 2 signatures, sewn in. And we love her little people. Okay, 1975. So there are these symbols along the bottom. So yin and yang. Can't remember what that's called, but it's sort of for them. It's, you know, Zan. Look at this. So there are these prayers, little bite-sized prayers. This big, beautiful spread. This border, this other border. Now, of course, there's also goodness on the other side. So how a person would ever decide is beyond me. Huh. That is, oh, so this is from a hotel. Oh, the Copacabana Palace Hotel. This is Spanish. That is awesome. Okay, keep going. So it looks like they have made the point of, you know, selecting prayers from all kinds of religions. And all parts of the world. Look at this little Buddhist. Japanese prayer, Jewish prayer, Christian prayer, Muslim prayer. The Golden Rule. So these are kind of different variations of the golden rule. Kumbaya. Can you imagine fussy cutting? Well, no, you wouldn't want to lose that, so you'd have to square this off probably. That is so beautiful. You can see why I wasn't going to leave this behind. I wonder whose flock that might be. Sandy? Those cute little hands. Oh my goodness, I think this is another one of those that probably can never be cut up unless I were to find a second one. And honestly, shouldn't some of these images be available to remind people that we're all in this together? Anyway, this is my beautiful, beautiful score. 10 1/4 by almost 7. It's called The Sweater Book. The original price was 30 cents. Elsa Barcelou, I don't know. Copyright 1918. Oh, and look at this is going to be, I'm going to be scanning this. I mean, these are nice for obviously journal pages, but wait till you see what else is in here. Okay, so they knitting, and then this crochet. But look at these images, and some of them have been, well, I guess hand colored. And it's an awesome shape. Colored green. I don't know what that is, but I guess that's how tennis players used to dress. Running around the court in your high heels. Or in a heel. Is this not precious? So once I do a little bit of catching up, I shouldn't even make promises like that. Oh, this is let go already. So it's just stapled. You can see it's all rusty already. These will be available as a digital in my coffee shop. So the best bet about knowing with new edition, oh, look at all these gals. And you know, that's quite clever when you think about it, for so long ago, more than 100 years ago, showing the back view of the same outfit. I was starting to say, if you follow my coffee shop, then you'll be notified when there's something new added, which is a good thing. Boy, those are somber looking guys. Oh, no wonder they're soldiers. Serious business. Keep them warm at the front. Nurses' stockings. Huh. Anyway, I love this book. Wristlets with thumbs. I don't know what that means. Spiral socks. Original price was 25 cents. Oh, this was bought in Winnipeg. Oh, the Hudson's Bay store. 25 cents, man. Anyway, so yeah, I mean, all the books are great in their own way. Anyway, that concludes this haul video. There will be more. There will be another part to this because, of course, I got a lot of crafting supplies as well. I was in a new town and stumbled across a brand new, not brand new, new to me, thrift store. So yeah, I shopped. Let's just say I shopped. Anyway, guys, thanks for joining me. And again, if you love looking at book hauls or books in general, check out the What's in My Bookcase playlist on my channel. Anyway, we'll see you in the next one. Bye.